Hi, I'm Emma Jefferies and this is Emma's Next Stop. This pop-up story recounts a realisation I had last summer on my regular bus journey into Newcastle. As I got onto the bus, I was really reflecting on a presentation that had given me the opportunity to consider what I had learned as a designer, researcher and educator. In front of me were two tourists to the region, and they pointed out a sign saying Amble, the friendliest port, and commented, wouldn't this be a lovely place to live? Overhearing this conversation, my mind started to drift. I was reflecting back on a place where I grew up. Amble, a former mining town, really has a strong sense of local community. However, because of its isolation away from major cities, there's limited job opportunities and really not a lot for the young to do. This has resulted in different types of social issues. I then started to get out my sketchbook and map out how my skills as a designer, researcher and educator could be used to positively consider the social issues occurring in Amble. As a designer, I really love to think through problems, be inspired by the world around me and understand and innovate how humans interact and develop. My interests in social problem solving started during my multimedia degree, where the briefs I most enjoyed were the ones where I could explore social issues, because to me they were more challenging and I could really relate to them. More recently in my design practice, I've been interested in understanding how to invite users into the design space so that they feel confident to contribute. As a researcher, the approach and findings gained through understanding and innovating visual and collaborative inquiry in design has informed and developed how I engage in social spaces. My approach starts with an immersion into the context, so I can understand how people see and do what they do. Then, just as in this pop-up story, I create artefacts to aid and facilitate conversation. To understand problems and context, I engage in reflective inquiry. I am explicit about the processes I use, but also I love to be questioned on my approach and learn from others. As a design educator, I've honed my listening skills and really developed an enjoyment of enhancing creative practices in other people. Each mindset's been influenced by people, places and things. In a university context, I've gained a lot from colleagues at Northumbria's design school from how they question, critique and reflect, but also from my students because they have a different worldview than my own. In terms of people, I have a natural curiosity for the world around me and have a question for everyone I meet. In terms of things, I actively seek to update my knowledge, reading thinking books and learning books, but also I engage in literature to understand the past and understand how to enter the future. Reflecting back on that bus journey, I wish to design in social spaces for 3 reasons. First, I want to be involved in meaningful projects and use design in a way that results in a positive impact for a group of people. Second, I'm aware that designers are playing new roles in social spaces. However, I'm also aware that there are ethical and economic issues of designers being involved in this space. I want to find out for myself the role design can play in social problem solving, mostly as I'm tired of hearing the dialogue that designers can change the world. The question should be with whom and how. And third, the experience gained from working in social spaces would help me develop my knowledge and skills in the long term so that I can bring back what I know and apply it to social problems in my local region. In summary, what is drawing me to work in social spaces is to work with people for people. That is, having the opportunity to engage in meaningful projects, working with a multidisciplinary team to investigate the macro and the micro aspects of a social space, using my design skills to break down complexity and generate bold ideas for the future. Thank you, and I hope you've enjoyed this journey.